mister?
How about you? Nice to see you. How about you?
How about you?
How about you?
Phil Vickery.
I know. You guys are always messing about with the Irish accent.
We were in Ireland a couple of weeks ago, and anyway,
it's fantastic.
Long story.
I know. So you went over to Ireland. Do you ever cook for the aristocracy there or in
the restaurant? Yeah, quite often actually. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Phil?
I have over the years, and I cooked, for a lot of lords and ladies.
Lords and ladies, I've been to Kensington
parties.
Palace myself.
He does all the shooting thing. He probably gets out shooting with him.
I know. Very classy. Very classy. Well, best behaviour today because we've got a lord and a lady here, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome from Surrey, Lord Onslow. How are you, sir?
Very, very well.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Very nice to see you.
Now, you're the Earl of Onslow, is that right?
Yes.
And a history of politicians?
Well, we have 3 speakers in the family, and I'm still there, even just because my forebear got tight with pit.
Is it quite easy to sort of pick up that kind of feel for being able to stand up and speak in public?
You do it.
I know, but
he don't make sense. Do you make sense?
Oh, get out of it. I'll give you some make sense.
Of course not. I intend to be a politician.
Let's have a look at your bag then.
Right,
Onslow.
there we
Let's see
are.
what we've got here today.
Please call me Michael.
Michael. OK, Michael, I shall do.
Oh.
Let's get rid of that bag, shall we?
Celeriac.
Oh, yeah.
Made by the best crabapple jelly maker in the kingdom, over there, the missus.
Oh, right.
Wild mushrooms. 1 Maris pipe of potato, 1 onion, and some pheasant breasts.
Brilliant.
And...
Yes?
Snuck it past your guides.
Yes.
1 hip flask of homemade vodka damson. Damson vodka.
Top
It's
man,
absolutely delicious.
Wonderful. And how much did you spend, Michael?
£6.87.
Wonderful. Bistro bag. You happy with this, Paul?
Boy, are we going to have fun.
I know. You can sense something's in the air, can't you? You really can. Well, wonderful.
So
I think it's a
both
lovely
those are
selection.
seriously homemade.
Yeah. Well, it's great that you're able to share that with us.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And we're about to meet your daughter?
My daughter Arabella, who's a doctor.
Oh, wonderful. There we are. He's given us all the information. Please welcome from Cumbria, Arabella Onslow. Hello, Arabella. How are you? Welcome to the show. Come and meet Phil.
Hello.
Hi, Arabella.
Hi.
Oh, now, was it easy growing up with a dad like that? Then?
No, I think you can see that it wasn't.
Oh, it's fantastic, Dave. He's full of energy and he's got such personality.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Definitely.
And he mentioned that you were a doctor, so you didn't go into politics then?
No, certainly not. Well, politics in hospital only, but not politics. No.
I think who's the best cook?
Well, I think we'll have to let the voters decide afterwards. But,
He talks a good story.
Very
I'll
nice.
give him
Let's
that.
have a look
I'll
what
give
you
him
bought for Phil then. We've had a bit of a shake. OK. Oh, this is unusual. That's it. Very nice. Talk to us about this, Arabella.
OK, this is salmon from Orkney. This is a butternut squash. This is bird's eye chilli, shallots, peas and creamy Lancashire cheese.
Beautiful. And how much was that lot?
That was £7.49p.
Is this organic or is it just
It
normal?
is, yep.
Organic?
Yep.
Oh, kind of cotton, yeah.
Yep.
Lancashire, my dad's favourite cheese.
Well, the reason I brought Lancashire is because when I live in Cumbria, but Barrow, in Furness, which is near where I live, used to be in Lancashire. And they have a lot of Lancashire cheeses. And when I first went there, I wanted to buy some Lancashire cheese.
Oh, you have to save that story. It's a great story. Yeah, it's a great story. Have a bit of a think. I know. It's great. But we've got to move on. We've got to get the cooking started. OK, Paul, over to you. What are you going to do for Lord Michael, I should say?
Yes.
It's absolutely lovely, so we're actually going to keep it quite simple. Sautéed pheasant breast, a bit of sort of onion sauce with some crabapple jelly in that, mushrooms, puree of celeriac, some game chips. We'll do like a fricassee of the pheasant with a creamy wild mushroom sauce.
I'm drooling already.
And I think we might try and make some scones to go with this.
Some little scones.
Yeah.
I see, with the jelly. And what about this? How long has that been in your pocket then, Lord Onslow?
It's my wife and I made it in 1984.
Oh,
Half the vodka's evaporated already, but it's now absolutely...
84?
Yes.
This must be worth a fortune.
I wish it was.
It tastes good,
It's very good. It really is quite
looking forward
excellent.
to using it. Does that sound good to you? That is...
Well, I think it sounds absolutely delicious, and I can see my Richard Shoot guests are going to have to be forced to eat it throughout the whole season.
Oh, wonderful. All right, Dad's on a roll, I think, over there, Arabella. What about you? Are you on a roll, Phil? What are you going to do?
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll spice the salmon, take the skin off and spice it and almost half cook it and leave it, and so it just warms up nicely. We're then going to make a chili pea puree sauce to go with the salmon with some of the shallots. We might put some stock in there as well. We're going to make some cheese beignets or cheese fritters and then fold chunks of cheese through it. Hey, Paul, if I can have some of those green celeriac tops, I'll deep fry some of those leaves, which are beautiful, around that as well.
Yeah.
And then half the squash, we're going to make a spicy squash sauce to go with either the fritters or the salmon. And the other half, we're going to caramelise, and we're going to make an ice cream, a caramelised chilli squash ice cream. And it takes about 8 minutes.
Sounds good.
What do you think of that then, eh?
Very impressed.
You knew we were good here, didn't you, eh?
Yeah, even better than I thought.
Oh, fantastic. Well, they're delighted, ladies and gentlemen. Hardly surprised, but can they deliver in 20 minutes? Let's find out. As I say, ready, steady, cook. OK, we're off. Well, you've heard the chef talking about
the famous
beautiful
ready, steady,
salmon dishes, gorgeous salmon dishes, and also pheasant. Now, pheasant is something you probably see in your supermarkets or your really good butchers. They'll do a lovely fresh pheasant for you. But what are you going to do with it? Stay tuned, folks. We've got a couple of great ideas. OK,
Just
now...
get Michael set up over here.
Yeah.
Celeriac for me. I'm going to stay over here and taste some of this and drink some of that.
Fantastic. Do you have? Did you have a lot of the? Oh, lovely. Oh, thank you very much. Is that enough for you there, Phil?
He's obviously not going to do anything with it.
Are you sure? Now,
just getting the oil on for the game chips because
beautiful.
You know, classic accompaniment, especially in the grand houses of ladies and lords. They love the game chips, don't you? With the with the game.
Normally we actually buy crisps and put them in the oven. It's easier.
None of that stuff. I'm really steady.
Oh,
you
you can't give away secrets like that, Michael. That's
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect.
Right.
We're probably going to put that on the mandolin. Let me get rid of all those bits for you. Put them in the bin.
There it is.
Now, what about the pheasant? Do you have pheasant up there running around the side of the countryside?
We do. We rear quite a few, and then we have it.
And how do they sell them? Do they sell them in a brace? Do you get a head and a cock together?
We sell them to game merchants who can't pick them up immediately after a day's shooting. And it's actually quite pathetic what's a lower price you get. You only get about 98p each for them.
Joking. And how much would you pay for a pheasant in the restaurant then, Paul? You talked about 98p they pay for them.
Oh.
What would you pay?
It depends how desperate the poor lord is to get rid of his pheasants.
No,
you know?
it's
we
not.
just tell him, oh yeah, we got loads of those. We don't need any of that.
2 minutes gone already.
There's a lot coming in from Eastern Europe and France.
But they're slightly cheaper to rear, though, aren't they? Because
well, they always used to say before the war something like, up goes a pound, bang goes sixpence, and down comes half a crown. And you're much too young to remember what half a crown is.
Well, no, I just about remember the good old half a crown. That was that big sort of silver coin,
That's it.
wasn't it?
That was 2 and 6, wasn't it?
2 and 6.
2 and 6, it was.
12.5p.
Yeah, that's it. Decimalisation. Did you ever get confused with that when that happened?
Totally.
Yeah? Thanks for admitting it. Great. Paul, what are we making here?
Just the scones, Ains.
OK, which is what? What type of...
Just plain scones.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt.
And what are the ingredients? A balanced flour? What quantity?
Self-raising flour, about 200 grams of it, and 55 grams of butter, some sugar going in there, some salt going in.
A little milk to bind, and then...
We're going to add some milk and
Egg.
one
Where's
egg.
the mandolin?
Beautiful.
Mandolin.
OK.
Mandolin.
All right,
All
3
set up.
minutes gone, and straight away on the mandolin, very quickly,
this
just
one
have
here.
a look how this
Now,
works.
let's see these game chips, because these are fantastic.
OK.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that for you, Michael.
Now, that's just going straight into a bowl, Paul. Do you want them washed off, or...?
Oh, yeah, we'll need them washed. We'll set it up like that. Let me just get the thick... You go for it, Michael. He's made these before.
I know.
I've got a bit.
Here we are. I'll do that for you. Get it
I've got a bit
organised.
of a ringer on my side today, ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen.
then. And well, you can use that down there. That will be really fantastic.
Well, that's
So-
the one for it.
OK.
Yeah.
There we are. So it's one way and one the other way. And then there we are. Can
You
see
really do need the mandolin for this. It just doesn't work any. And it's
can
like
you
the
see?
little waffles. Yeah.
That's
They all
it.
come out looking wobbly.
Yeah. Actually, you've got to
That's
go
lovely,
crisscross.
great.
You've got to
Yeah.
go one way or the other. I'll just put a bit of water in there for you and let you get on with that. Is that all right?
Yeah.
OK, 4 minutes. I'm out of here. I'm going to go and see Phil. So that's your lot. All right. I'll be back, Paul. Thank
See you,
very
mate.
much. Scotty. Phil.
Yes, mate.
Now, what's happening here? Oh, now they've been spiced up with
Yeah,
what?
I've spiced up already, Ains. On there I've got... I'm trying to think what I've got on there. I've got a little bit of
turmeric.
paprika, a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of chilli, salt, and that's it. Nothing else.
All right, then.
Here I'm making some... Just quickly, Ains, because a bit of choux paste.
OK.
Got a really tight choux paste to make some fritters. So I've got about 100... a quarter of a pint of water, which is 125 mils, is it?
Yeah.
About 2 tablespoons of flour.
Yeah.
Pinch of salt.
And the butter's melted down in the
25
water
grams
first.
in there.
25 grams. So that you bring the water to the boil, put the butter in there. When it melts down, knock in the flour.
Yeah, and then once that's cooled, I'll put eggs into there,
Yeah.
grated cheese, and then we'll fry them in in there.
Okay. And that's kind of your basic choux pastry. That's how you get all... What's the lovely things we make with choux? Profiteroles.
Profiteroles, eclairs.
Eclairs.
Strawberry tabatier.
Yes. I feel like Bruce Forsyth.
Which means snuff box.
Snuff box, yes. Cuddly toy, yes. We were going there. Fantastic.
Right.
Now, you're talking about, sorry, Phil, about this Lancashire cheese story. You know, I sort of rudely interrupted you because we wanted to get the cooking started. And finish it off for us then, Arabella.
Well, I went to visit a friend of mine who lived in Burnley. And I always, if I go somewhere that has something famous, and I like to see what the locals like. And in Lancashire, it's hot pot or cheese. And obviously, hot pot's not very, portable. So I went into a cheese shop and I said to this guy, do you have any Lancashire cheese? And he said, aye. And he had a very pale shop with just these 3 big lumps of cheese in the window. And I said, oh, what kind of cheese have you got? And he said, we've got crumbly, creamy and tasty. And I said, oh, right. What's the difference? And he said, well, the crumbly one's crumbly, the creamy one's creamy and the tasty one's tasty.
Basic.
Just to confirm the north-south divide, really.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. But it's true warmth, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure he was too impressed, actually.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, you've got to show this quickly, mate.
Yeah, of course you can.
Right. No. I've got in here 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence.
Yeah.
I've got about a quarter of a pint of cream. Yeah. A little bit of milk, a bit of chilli, and some vanilla. And I'm just going to tie this up really tight like this.
And you put this in a plastic bag.
Yep.
Would you cook it in anything else?
No. Yeah. Just like that. Right, and then I'm going to put this inside the bag.
Always coming up with something. I think this is going to be the ice cream.
This is the ice cream, okay?
Yeah.
Here, you put that in a bag like that.
Yeah.
And then you get yourself...
And have you ever made this before, Phil?
Not on Ready Steak Cook, no.
No?
So it could go horribly wrong.
Probably in his book, he's got a great...
No, I haven't. No?
You've got a fantastic
right.
though.
Couple of handfuls of ice in there, Rains.
So how did you come up with this? Who did you see cooking this?
My boys told me about it, my young lads.
Really?
3 pinches of salt in there. Bit more Rains. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Right.
Just lift that up
That's what, don't worry about that, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Right, you then get all the air out.
Yeah.
You tie it up like that. Okay. Nice and tight. You get a tea towel like this. And you wrap that in a tea towel.
Yeah.
And shake it. You shake it 5 minutes for me.
Shake it for 5 minutes? What do you mean shake for 5 minutes? I've got 5 minutes to shake it with.
I'll come back and you've got to shake it.
Turn over your salmon.
I'll do that. No, I want to keep it on side.
All right, then.
As soon as you're done, I'll come back, James. Give me just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll give it to one of the people in the audience.
Yeah, you've got to
right?
shake it, right? You've got
you
to really
can't
shake
see
it.
it at home. You can't see it, but don't worry, one of the people in the audience. Who's a good shaker? Hey, come on then. There's got to be someone. Are you good at shaking? Go on, shake it, love. Just keep shaking it. Are you together? Yeah. Yeah? How long have you known each other?
You've got to shake
all right,
it.
keep shaking it. All right, 12 minutes to go. Now, Phil, you haven't turned those over, is that it?
No, I'm just leave them just like that, Ains, yep.
OK, now how interesting is that, ladies and gentlemen? Just the residual heat there. He's only cooked one side, so that's going to be incredibly crispy. You can see that. I don't quite know.
I'm going to leave it, Ains, because the residual heat, you can see halfway up that the milk is coming out. Now,
can you see that? That's lovely. All right, then.
Just a little tip here, Ainsley. When you can see the milk coming out of the salmon, basically going opaque, it means it's overcooked. So I want to just try and keep it...
OK, that's what he means. Can you see that colour there? That's that milk colour. That's what he's referring to there, ladies and gentlemen, all right?
It's the protein basically coming out of it.
Protein.
So when you can see the protein, it's overcooked.
Beautiful. All right, then. Beautiful. Look at this, all chopped up and ready to go.
Perfect. This is a little sauce for making. Right.
Lovely.
Keep shaking.
Yeah. Now, this is wonderful. Now, do you cook much with Dad at home then? Do you get an opportunity to go back and...
Yeah, no, when we both really enjoy cooking.
Yeah, I'll get rid of this for you.
Christmas is going to be busy.
Yeah, we're quite competitive. And both quite bossy too.
Really?
Yeah. And
is he quite competitive in the kitchen then?
Yes. Well, he's quite nosy and he kind of stands and he does this and he cooks.
Oh, I see.
Looks what I'm doing.
And do you throw things at him sometimes?
Grate that for me. Grate half of that.
Oh, golly, that's all going, isn't it, eh? There's no stopping here, Arabella. There we are, my love.
Thank you.
How about that? Do you ever throw things at each other? Does it get to the stage
No, we've never been violent yet.
Yes.
We've got that far.
Just lots of shouting.
Lots of shouting. It's quite a big kitchen, so...
how does it compare to a Gordon Ramsay kitchen?
It's lucky he's over there.
Is really? Really?
Yeah.
All right, then, halfway
Keep it
now,
separated.
guys. All right, we've got butternut squash cooking down. We've got peas cooking down here with chilies. We've got the salmon finishing off cooking there. Don't forget, we've got members of the audience shaking Phil's cream. And we've got some caramel there with a bit more of the old
Squash in it.
squash
Yep.
in there
Did you just
too.
want half
Lots
of
of
this?
lovely ideas.
thanks, Alex.
Equally delicious over here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking pheasant. Tell us about pheasant.
It's because it's game, and most game is fairly similar in this way. It has a tendency to dry out. So
Yeah.
you must be very careful how you
But
cook
it's very lean, though, the pheasant. As for a game bird, they're incredibly lean, aren't they?
Sometimes you see when they come in the shops, they've got quite, especially at the beginning of the season, they have quite a layer of yellow fat on, especially around the egg.
And that's nice. That's going to keep it nice and moist.
Well, I think
through
so,
cooking.
but they, as you said, they're extremely difficult to keep. At least I find them very difficult not to
let them go
let
dry.
them go dry.
Yeah,
And then they're quite filthy.
So they're not like chicken. They're more like duck. You just give it a good shake there, Michael.
Yeah, we've got all sorts of shaking going on. He's shaking his potatoes, he's shaking the cream. It's a right old shake here in this studio, isn't it, eh?
There you are.
OK, lovely.
So we just... Now let's drop them into the oil and see how they're going to do, Michael. And we'll get something ready to take it out.
OK, fantastic. Ah, this is looking good.
Whoa!
There we are, no problem. No problem.
Done with, that's enough for now, I think.
Yeah.
Done with great vigour there, Michael. That was
Yeah,
good.
I know.
I didn't want to get burnt.
Well, nor did I, Michael.
So you just pretend you own a chip shop now, Lord.
Have we got some... do you have any paper to drive on to take the fat out of?
So, Michael, tell
straight
us
onto the towel.
straight onto
scrap.
it.
what do you get up to in your spare time?
Well, my hobby is driving ponies right up to your door.
Oh, wow. And do they have competitions all over the
Yeah,
country?
we go
then?
all over the country. We go in a sort of caravan, a horse box, a trailer, and God knows what. And it's,
Yeah.
Then we go camping for 4 days at a time.
Oh, wow.
Then we give dinner parties in our caravan.
Yeah, and what type of food do you eat?
Normally, wherever we go, there's always a very good butcher.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with a large rump steak on a griddle, cooked very rare.
Oh, fantastic. You
Salad
just carve
and then
it
you carve it, and then it's, you can't go wrong.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. And, of course, you've got your own farm, and what type of things do you farm?
Well, I'm afraid to say I'm what's called a subsidy farmer. I strongly disapprove it. But if you do have a system where there is a trough, one shouldn't complain about the existence of the trough. There's no reason why you shouldn't put your nose in it.
Oh, right. I see.
I think the whole system of farming finance is...
Just looking at these pheasants, okay? I'm cooking them
farming
slightly
finances
quickly
is
right
in
now.
the most terrible mess.
That's
Sorry
enough.
about that.
Yeah, I want to watch this too.
OK.
And I've turned it down, and
Yeah.
I'm going to let them go slow, and then I'll put them in the oven, and I want to catch them. I need to catch them
Yeah.
before they get too cooked, okay?
OK, yeah. We've got all sorts of activity. You're probably hearing noise in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, but, you know, people are preparing things actually in the audience for Phil. That might affect the results. We don't know yet. 7 minutes to go. Now, I don't know if you were hearing about what's happening down here. Paul was saying that he literally turned those over. They were in the hot pan for about 2 or 3 minutes. They're slow heat, then into the oven. Now, what about this? All these lovely jellies and stuff that your
my
wife
missus
makes?
is the world champion jelly maker. Our store cupboards are quite full, so we don't eat quite as much as what we make. And I was looking for the crabapple jelly this morning, and I found some preserved plums, 1979, in there.
79.
You know, and there was she makes
To go along with your vodka.
To go along with the vodka, yes. We do eat an awful lot of them, but we just seem to have 2 crabapple trees. It's quite surprising.
Well.
Now, are those done, do we think?
OK, 6 moves to go. Does Arabella come back then? And,
Yes. We all.
Just keep them on, Michael.
Till they go golden.
Yeah. We want them golden.
Right.
We'll do a bit of that.
OK.
Now, Arabella and I want
Do you like a bit of wine, Michael?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Chinese dinner party for, I think, 24.
Yes.
The kitchen was in a total state of chaos for hours.
Really?
It was very great fun, though. And one of our guests was 92, and he stayed up, but everybody else flaked out. He was completely and utterly wide awake.
Just move
those
around. Yeah, he was wide awake.
He was wide awake and stayed, because we're never very punctual at home. You know, sometimes dinner doesn't start till about 10:30 when it's supposed to be on at... It may be because I've been to the pub first.
No, that's all right. There's nothing wrong in that.
Those look nearly done, don't they?
Oh, no, they're looking good. I think you can scoop those out. Is that all right?
Take them out now.
All right, now, what are you doing with the rest of
Sorry,
this?
Michael.
It's all right.
What are you doing with the rest of that then, Paul?
We're going to mash that up just with a little bit of butter.
OK, and that's the celeriac.
Celeriac.
All right,
absolutely
notice, and tell us about celeriac very briefly. 5 minutes to go.
What?
Versatile, you can eat it raw.
Well, it's kind of like a celery-flavoured potato, and it's so delicious.
It's absolutely delicious.
It suits game very, very much.
And the other thing
Yeah.
is, It's very, very good with mayonnaise. I think the French call it a remoulade, don't they?
That's it. You can do a remoulade.
Delicious.
Or what's that coronation chicken it's famous for?
Yes,
isn't
coronation
it?
chicken.
Slightly curried mayonnaise, and you grate it raw, and you combine it with all the lovely chicken and flavours.
And if you put spring onions in it,
okay,
you get a lovely colour contrast.
Okay, spring onions, a bit like the old Calcanum.
Maybe while you're waiting for that, you can mash the celeriac.
All right, lots of food going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Also, lots of lovely conversation too. We've got so much to find out. The beignet. Okay, Phil's just sprinting out, bringing us back something. All right, now. So, apparently your dad embarrassed you a few times whilst you were growing up then?
Not a few times, no.
Not a few, many times?
Many times.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of over it now, but...
Yeah. What type of things did he get up to then? Sorry, well, that's all right.
He's mostly covered up by an apron, but you could probably tell from his dress sense that was a source of embarrassment to me when I was a child.
Did he turn up in rather bright colours whilst at uni or school?
Yeah, my first day at university, which is really important that you look really, really, really cool for your friends. He was wearing a...
But hasn't he always been like that? I mean,
always.
Obviously it didn't surprise you,
It wasn't
Arabella.
a surprise, but it was a shock and a horror.
And what type of colours was he wearing then?
Well, he was wearing kind of beige suit with a lime green shirt, a yellow knitted tie. I think he was wearing beige nylon socks, so at least they matched the suit. And what else? Crocodile skin shoes or something horrendous. I think I kind of fainted by the time I got to his knees. I did, yeah.
And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Arabella knew she was coming on the programme, and look, she actually made this. We have got the green pepper and the red tomato here, just around her neck. How beautiful is that? Isn't that gorgeous? Man, come on, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely. All right. Yeah, people should make more things coming on the programme. OK, less than 3 minutes to go now, guys. Start thinking about a presentation.
Oh, God,
Phil's already gone down that road. Tell us briefly about the beignets. We've got the... we talked about the choux pastry, yeah. Then what did you do?
Choux pastry, egg in two, grated cheese, and a
How
bit
many
of chilli.
egg yolks in that quantity?
One egg.
One egg.
1/4 pint of water. Blah, blah, blah. What else it ain't?
OK.
Can't remember.
Yeah, you got butter, you got the flour.
Yeah, got the flour.
And water. And then you put an egg yolk in there.
Yeah.
And you just mixed it all together.
Grated cheese.
And grated cheese.
And quite a lot of seasoning. There's quite a lot of pepper.
OK, fantastic,
Okay? And that's it. Right, we've got a bit tied up.
All right, then, yeah, no problem at all. This is really looking good. Dad was telling us about this Chinese banquet. Did you attend it?
Yes, I think I was sous chef on that occasion as well.
Yeah, and good food. Everybody enjoyed it?
Very good. I think everyone had a really good time, but one of the problems was that we have a Chinese teapot, which we don't use very often.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, it'd be really nice to have some jasmine tea. So we brought the teapot down and gave everybody jasmine tea. And a friend of mine sitting next to me kind of peered in the bottom of his cup and said, oh, I think there's a beetle in here. And Mum was going, no, it's a tea leaf. You know, it's genuine Chinese tea leaves. He goes, well, it seems to have 6 legs to it.
A tea leaf with 6 legs.
So we had to scoop it out and give him a fresh cup.
Oh, lovely.
But,
lovely.
You know, by
1.5 minutes.
It was midnight, so nobody cared very much. They were so
You don't,
hungry.
You don't. You just enjoy the pleasure of the company and everything else.
Do you want some wine, love?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Yeah, do have. And do you ever get called lady?
Not if I can help it, no.
No? Oh, not if you can help. What about Mum? How does that title thing work? Is she allowed to be called Lady Onslow?
Oh, yeah, no, she's Lady Onslow. She's the Countess of Onslow. But I'm a doctor now, so I've got my own title.
OK, yes, I know. All right, we're coming up for a minute, not very far away now, chaps. Start thinking about presentation. I don't think I even need to say that, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are already there. Look at this food. Really coming along. Pheasant cooked just the right amount, I should say. We don't want that too dry. That's it. Lovely. We've got scones there. Pop them on top here. I'll show you. Let's switch that off. OK, slap them on top there. There you go. 45 seconds now. There we go. Game chips. Here we are, chef. That's it. All right, coming up for the 30-second mark any moment now, guys. There it is, 30 seconds, ticking away. Yeah, you can turn that off. OK, let's get the... yeah, that's fine. That's it. There we are, Paul, you all right?
Yeah, no bad.
Where do you want them?
On the board.
OK. Oh! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Wow. Last bits of preparation going on to the plates, ladies and gentlemen, to remind you of what our chefs had in their bag. Paul had pheasant breast, celeriac, potato, wild mushroom, crabapple jelly, an onion and some homemade vodka. While Phil had in his bag Orkney salmon, Lancashire cheese, butternut squash, bird's eye chilies, frozen petit pois and shallots. Oh, well, now look at this. Talk about a feast, ladies and gentlemen. It really is all here for you. And I have to say, it smells delightful. Do you agree? Good smell?
I think it looks absolutely delicious. I think we're rocking today.
All right, then. Now, come round here, Michael. Come on, just in front of Paul there. Come and have a taste of all of this lovely food. There's so much of you for you to try.
That's the one I think I'm going to try.
All right, then, you go for it. What are you going to call this, Paul?
I think we want to call this Earls Just Want to Have Fun.
Indeed. Now, is it really good?
But it doesn't, because they can't so easy to make them taste of saddle leather.
All right, then. Now.
Pheasant is a lovely dish, or a lovely meat. It's very close to chicken, actually.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit gamey if it's hung a long time. But you need to be careful. Don't cook it too much. So they're just very gently sautéed. These ones, we sliced them, really just brown on either side, and then in they went in the pan with the onions and the wild mushrooms, the splash of white wine, the cream. Bring it up to the boil, and it's cooked.
Right.
The little sauce underneath.
Don't overcook it. That's what the chef is emphasising there.
Don't overcook it. We've got the lovely little sort of crab apple sauce with the onions, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, red wine, touch of butter. The mushrooms just sautéed.
Try a bit more.
With some herbs and garlic. We've got the celeriac puree underneath. We've got the wonderful game chips, which Michael made a magnificent job on. And our scones, they were so tender and hot that we couldn't really cut them and stuff them. But they have turned out beautifully well, and they're very short.
Wonderful. And we might even interest Michael in having a little bit of a nibble. Here we are.
We'll get a nice creamy bit there,
There we are, nice creamy bit with your wife's famous jelly and stuff. Is that too much for you there?
No. I knew she was a good jelly maker.
Did you know?
What about the scones?
Yeah. What about the food overall? You happy with it, Michael?
I think it's been absolutely lovely. Really nice and quite delicious.
There you go. What a compliment, Paul.
Thank
Very
you.
nice indeed.
Super.
Dad's delighted.
Well done.
Right now, what about you? Do you think you're going to be equally satisfied? I'm sure you are. Go on.
I'm going to try the ice cream first. While you're all the way over there, it's been melting.
You can see, look at that.
Wow.
Look, it has actually set. To a couple of minutes longer.
That's so good.
And the actual squash is underneath.
You've just got to shake. That'd be
It's
great.
got a hint of chilli in it, which is really good.
And you know what? You were talking about the children, so you can actually get the children to shake it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what about a name then? Come on.
Well, it's got to be Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp. How sweet. Tell us what you did with your ingredients then, Phil.
Right, first of all, we'll come back to ice cream in a second. We made some beignets, but you're basically using shoe paste mixture, which we've spoken about. Added eggs and grated cheese to that. And this sort of hard cheese, like Lancashire, crumbly, works really well because it's very powerful. Bit of chilli in there as well. We then deep fried the celeriac leaves along with the fritters. Then made a sort of a spicy squash sauce with lots of olive oil and bits of chilli in there. Thank you. Yeah. So it actually complements it quite well, and also great colours. Over here we roasted the salmon only on one side. You can see that really beautiful colour on there with some spice and chilli and bits and pieces. And you can see it's slightly
Look at
undercooked.
that. It's
really
lovely.
juicy, that's the point about it. Some raw shallots on top. And made, again, another spiced puree, almost like a sauce.
Delicious.
And this, as we've all spoken about, was obviously the ice cream. You can see where it actually looked. See, it was frozen.
Just a little bit more shaking,
Yeah,
Phil.
and
Yeah.
A little bit more shaking.
We can blame the audience member for that, I know. He wasn't shaking enough.
but it does work.
Yeah.
There we are. So
Oh, wonderful. There
dead
you go.
simple, but big colours.
Yeah. Overall verdict?
Very, very good.
Very, very good indeed.
Very, very good.
Well, father and daughter, delighted. What do our studio audience think? Is it going to be a green pepper day or a red tomato day? Let's find out. Will you all please vote now? And up they go. And you can see that fairly close. But there are one or two more red tomatoes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, congratulations. There we are. And £100 spending money there for you. Thank you so much for coming along. And
I'd like to give this to my A&E department in Furnace General Hospital.
you'd like to give it to?
My A&E department in Furnace General Hospital.
Well, that's very nice indeed. I think that's deserved. Thanks for coming along. Good luck with them. Give them all my love up there.
very much.
All the lovely things you break. Well done to you too, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Great.
Great, okay.
Oh, well.
Well, it's all right. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Somebody's got to
Victoria's
be thanked.
daughter, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just wonderful food here.
I thought it was
I think
great.
you'll agree.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thanks
And
for coming along and sharing
it's
all your
great,
little
great
bits
fun.
with us, your lovely vodkas and your jams from your wife and stuff like that.
Oh, we
It's an
forgot
absolute
this
pleasure,
one.
Michael. Did you not have a swig now, Paul?
Oh, absolutely.
There we are. Have a little bit of a swig of that. How are you, Paul?
1984, you say?
That's it, 1984.
Fantastic. You want to taste that?
Yeah.
You try,
Ladies
you
and gentlemen,
try.
what can I say? Michael and Arabella Onslow! OK, ladies and gentlemen. This is a slightly heavier bag today. Let's see what's on offer. We really don't know. All right, now. Oh, it's a bit Chinesey, this. We've got an iceberg lettuce. Cool. We've got some pork mince. We've got some wonton wrappers. We've got some shrimps and brine, fresh ginger, some nice red chilies there, and scallion. OK, boys, that's what's on offer, but...
You should right up your street, Mr. Ray.
What would you do with it? Bit of ace
there's so much you can do with this bag. Wow. I would make pork and prawn wontons with a chili dipping sauce. I would do a stir-fried, spicy, aromatic pork mince and lettuce cups. And I would do a soup, perhaps, with pork meatballs.
There you go. 3 choices, all in 10 minutes. Quite impressive.
Oh, you'll be doing some.
Oh, I probably will be. You don't know. He gets me to do all sorts of things. The old metaphoric wit comes out, doesn't it, Phil? Hey, for you too, mate. What are you going to do?
Guys, it's all a good idea, isn't it? I suppose sort of pork patties, a ginger wonton soup, again on that lines. Perhaps do some deep-fried wontons stuffed with shrimps. Chilli, possibly like a chili pork thing.
Chili pork thing.
With some lettuce.
Chili pork thing and lettuce.
I think.
Yeah? Oh, chili pork thing sounds nice.
I'm trying to say something that he hasn't said already.
I know. Chili pork. Use a Vietnamese name. Chili pork Vietnamese balls. Yeah, hoi toi nhi. Very nice indeed. But what do our studio audience think? Red or green? Help us out here, guys. Sort out the boys, please. Vote now. There we go. Look at that, Phil. Oh, what can I say, eh?
Paul,
you didn't impress them with your Vietnamese, I'll tell you.
I couldn't say anything, that's why.
I know. Very good, Paul. You've won them over. Let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking.
OK, nice and casual, Mr. Rankin. You won't be when I say your 10 minutes cooking time starts now. Let's do it.
Open the tin of prawns for me,
OK, then. Where's Phil Vickery? What's he going to do for us?
Phil Vickery, we don't know what he's doing
What,
yet.
that's on these? Straight away.
Oh, he's taking your wrappers, your wonton wrappers.
I'm going to give you a hand.
I have no idea.
I'll open them up for you, Paul. Where's that?
OK.
I think first things first. What are we going to do first? OK, we've got to get the meatballs going first.
You don't want the juice in here, do you?
No, I don't want the juice.
No, too late.
I'm not a big fan, you know, of tin prawns.
No,
So it'll be interesting to see how these work, you know.
Oh, well, it'll be fantastic, I think, to see that. OK, what else would you like me to do?
We're going to make some pork mince. OK, I need you to do me some chopped ginger, some chopped garlic, some chopped spring onion.
Lovely. Chopped gingers, garlic and spring onions on the way.
That's the holy trinity of Chinese cooking.
All right,
nearly everything in Chinese cooking is flavoured with those ingredients. Okay. The Chinese, they love pork mince because it's got a little bit of richness from the fat, but it's also got lots of flavour, OK?
OK, so, lovely.
Well, what do you want to do?
What I want you to do... I think
say make a cup of tea.
I think you should make the meatballs.
I think he probably does. Yeah, once we get going, you could do a few meatballs.
I think you could do a wee dish with the wontons and a wee millefeuille sort of thing and stuff like that.
It's got to keep you busy, Phil. We've got loads to do here, so keep it on.
I just think, how much cheese can I have? I'll just take it.
Huh?
Is that enough?
Yeah, you take what you want, mate.
I don't want to, drop a few of them in there.
We don't want to take too many of them, do you?
He's just because he's stirring trouble.
I'm helping you, man.
Yeah,
what?
Sure
You're helping me to do your own thing. Ginger. Ginger is something we're never without in the house. You know, we use a lot of ginger in the house.
Yeah.
And it's always nice. You know, when you're buying your ginger, I try and buy it from the Asian supermarket. It's always fresh, but you see the way that's lovely and bright.
Yeah, and you also probably get a lot of you get better quality too. It's not as expensive, is it?
Yeah.
But large quantities, Paul, am I right?
Yeah, but you're better to buy it loose.
Okay.
And that way you can pick as much as you're going to use, type of thing.
Okay, right, yeah.
Just a little bit of soy sauce going in there, not very much. A little bit of... Oh, well, I need to get that.
Now, what about buying ginger? I mean, a lot of people go out, they see the ginger, but some of it's a bit rancid, isn't it? Some of it's gone a bit mouldy.
It's all wrinkly and it's dried up, but you can sort of tell, you know? So you want it sort of turgid, shiny, heavy with moisture, all that sort of thing.
OK, good point. That's it. Heaviness, that's what you want. A bit of weight in your ginger, everybody.
You betcha.
All right, lovely.
Whack some of that in there. Get some of that.
And what about pork mince? Is it a favourite of yours? Do you use
time enough to... Well, there goes one little bulb of garlic. Pork mince, I think it's quite good. It's especially good for these sort of stir-fried lettuce cup things. Either pork or chicken's the ones that work really good, you know? So... Phil Vickery, what are you doing?
Can I get some spring onions?
He's just coming and helping out there. What are you actually making up, Phil? Have you decided?
I don't really know, actually, Lindsay. I think we're going to do some sort of like a stack of deep-fried wontons with shrimps and chilli and a little bit of spring onion and a bit of yoghurt, and just trying to make sort of a nice sort of...
So are you going to make my meatballs for me, Phil?
If you'd like me to.
I'd like to come over here and help us.
Hang on, one pair.
He will do. He'll be over sooner or later, won't he?
Paul, you just chuck it over and I'll do it.
I need to get a pan on for these meatballs.
I know you
because
need
we're going to poach them in a stock. Well, at least the water's boiled already.
Okay, that kettle's boiled, so you're almost there.
I'll be grand.
Okay,
I need some ginger in there now.
Okay.
So I've got the egg white in there, I've got the soy sauce.
Do you want more ginger?
No, that's low. Well, I'll need a little bit more for the other things, Ian.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Right, we'll keep sort of
work
cutting.
Work it a little bit, get the mixtures and flavours through there.
Uh-huh.
We could put coriander in there, but we're not. We're going to...
Okay, fresh coriander or coriander seeds?
Oh, fresh coriander.
Okay, then. 6 minutes to go, guys. And by the way, boys, I've got a question coming up. As soon as I finish shredding this ginger, I've got another little culinary question from one of our viewers.
Okay, Ainsley, we need to get up a little puree, a little blitzer, please.
Okay, you want, and what do you want to blitz?
I just want to blitz this quickly with the shrimp to get the shrimp through for the wontons.
Okay, let's do that then. All right, one blitzer.
So I'm going to use the same base mixture. We're just going to put some shrimp in, and then we're just going to make the wontons up. We're going to put the steamer in the wok.
Okay, what do you want in here?
Okay, whack some of this in here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And the same amount of shrimp there. Ainsley.
Same amount of
shrimp. Get the shrimp in.
Okay, lovely. That's virtually all the shrimp. You happy for me to use it all?
Yeah. Well, not quite all. No.
Okay, fine. There we are. A bit more.
So this is going in, and then we're going to flavour this up with a little bit of soy sauce and some chicken stock.
Okay, that's all blitzed down, ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, here we go for the question, guys. And today's question comes from James Baker, who lives in Norfolk. Good afternoon to you, James. Can one make one's own sun-dried tomatoes without the sun?
Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
Well,
one can.
Well, do you want to go first?
Go on then, Phil, where you go?
Well, you can. They're not actually sun-dried. What they are just the oven-dried. And what you need to do is cut them in half, sprinkle a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of vinegar or oil, and then put it in a really low oven, something like gas mark.
Okay, what type of tomatoes are we talking about,
Plum
Phil?
tomatoes are best,
Plum
actually,
tomatoes, preferably.
But essentially, ripe tomatoes.
Okay, essentially.
Okay, and then just gas mark 1, which is about 120 degrees, whatever it is, and just dry them.
Okay.
So they're almost half dried. It takes about 3 hours, and they are absolutely delicious. And then take them out.
Okay.
Put them in oil, and they'll keep you for a couple of days in the fridge, no problem at all. We're up to a week in the fridge.
And that's what I would have said too, so there you go.
There you go. Hope that helps you out, James. All right, then. You can do it. That's the most important thing. And a very, very low oven. What was the temperature of the oven
Gas
again?
1, which is 115, 120, something like that.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, yeah. Okay, 4. 2, 4, 6, yeah.
8.
Okay.
A little bit of moisture on these wontons, Ainsley. I love wonton skins. They're so versatile. They can fry up crisp.
Yeah.
Because they're an egg noodle, they fry up beautifully and crisp. Okay, all we need to do is wet them. You need to wet it first, Ainsley.
Okay, yeah, with
So
the
you need a little bit of moisture. Here it is. Now, you can do it with egg wash, but you don't need to, okay? So just a little bit of water on, and then you can make whatever shape you want. You can do it as simple as a triangle,
Okay.
or you can then put it round, little sort of tortellini shape type thing.
Okay, then.
So you make those ends.
All right, then what do you prefer, the tortellini or
Oh, it doesn't really matter.
I think we're just going to get them in there on the little crusty edge.
Steam them on some lettuce. Cups.
Okay, lots of different shapes. You can even cut them out. They could be a bit like a ravioli. 3 minutes to go now, guys.
3 minutes?
Yeah, there's not much time left at all. You can also deep fry them, can't you? Paul?
Yeah.
All right, so there's lots of variations.
I need some lettuce cups, Phil.
Okay.
Yeah, so Phil's going to be doing those
now,
cups
get
next.
the garlic, the ginger.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do a serious stir-fry thing here.
Okay.
And Ainsley, if you get the chance, I need a little lemon soy dipping.
A lemon soy dipping.
Yeah, sauce.
Okay. All right, then.
So, here goes the stir-fry. This is not going to take long.
One lemon soy
Pan is roasting hot. In goes the garlic. Well, I'm going to get the garlic and the ginger at the same time. Oh, the chilies. We need the chilies in there, too. I'm just going to leave the seeds in and get
I need
really
a little bit of chili here just to go with my lemon soy dipping sauce.
Whoa, baby!
There you go. 2 minutes to go. Let's keep this going.
Too hot, so I'm getting the mince in right away.
Right. I don't know. Are we going to get this done, folks? This is going to be very
No, we're
exciting.
not. Now, you got to break your mince up. Let's cut it. Let's cut that, Paul. Oh, it's not breaking up. A little bit of salt going in there. A little bit of soy sauce, sesame oil.
We're really flying now. Yeah, carry on, Paul.
Some brown sugar we need in here.
1.5 minutes to go, though. You wish it was 10.
Now we're cooking it.
Yeah,
now we're cooking.
Go. Okay. Okay, lemon soy dipping sauce, ladies and gentlemen. I've also put some chilli in here. I've got some lemon zest in here, the lemon juice, a bit of soy,
coriander,
a little bit of coriander, and some sesame seed oil.
Coriander.
So
I need coriander for this as well, actually.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. I love this. You know what I want to do is put some wonton wrappers into the soup.
Okay, 1 minute to go. Will it happen, Paul? Will it happen?
No.
That's a lovely dipping.
Wonton wrappers take about a minute to cook, folks. It's like fresh pasta.
And a little bit of honey to finish that off. That's it. 45 seconds.
In goes the scallions. In goes some fresh coriander.
Now, right, come on, let's get this out of the way now. How am I going to finish this off? Phil, what have you got? Phil's got something ready, at least. That's it, they're looking good.
Wontons.
Right, that's soup. What are we going to put that in?
Okay, lettuce leaves, Ainsley.
No, it's fine.
You're on the lettuce leaves.
20 seconds.
Oh, where are you, man?
Here. Where's the soup going?
In here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shut up! 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep cooking!
Dipping sauce over the top of there.
There you go, a few sesame seeds. How about that then? All right.
Yeah.
Well done. We were flying there, boys. Well done for getting that out. Now, everyone at home's probably going to thinking, is that pork cooked?
Oh, yeah. As long as you
Absolutely
break it
later.
up, you know, if you were leaving it in big clumps, it wouldn't be cooked, but it is cooked, absolutely.
It's cooked nice single layer,
Yeah.
so it's cooking at a very, very high temperature to make absolutely sure, you know, another 2 or 3 minutes.
And if you're not
will be
sure, just
perfect.
leave it in a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
You know?
What about a name then, Chef?
Because we've got these lovely wonton wrappers, I think we'll say, this will leave you wonton more. Wanting more?
Yeah. Quite good, they like that. We got there in the end. All right, then. And tell us what we did here.
Well, basically, we made up the pork mince first. That was with the Holy Trinity, with the ginger, the garlic, spring onion, a little bit of seasoning in there with the sesame oil and salt, etc. That went in the soup. We poached that in the broth, a little bit of soy in there, chicken stock, finished with sesame oil, chili, wonton wrappers, fresh coriander. This one's stir-fried. Again, with the ginger, garlic, a little bit of spring onion going in there.
What do you think, Phil?
Soy sauce, brown sugar, chili. You know, I mean, the presentation on this is not right. You're supposed to just wrap these up like
That's
this.
it. Get that little lettuce leaf.
Absolutely delicious.
Is it lovely?
And the prawns are into this. And
Yeah.
normally wontons maybe served with the vinegar soy dipping sauce. We've done it with the lemons a little bit light.
A little bit citrusy. If you want any of the information, do check out our website, bbc.co.uk
Phil did this
/food.
amazing
Lots
thing.
of information and all these delightful recipes. Until next time on Ready, Steady, Cook from all of the guys. Bye-bye. Take care. See ya.
Vibrant colours in a small garden tonight on BBC Two Gardens World at 8:30.
I'm dreaming of Christmas.
I'm back.
Just like the ones I used to know.
Grumpy old men at Christmas.
Oh, no, he isn't.
Christmas Day at 10.